Hi friends, happy Sunday. It's very calm at my house right now, but that of course means the child is gonna kick up into high gear any second, but I will wait for a few people to hop on, and I'm really excited to share a little bit more of my story. I've had some more people come into my network on Facebook, and so I just wanted to reiterate what brought me here to nutritional cleansing. I was hesitant at first, but let me put some things in the chat. You can take the quiz to find out what your best starting point would be at kwbaez.isagenix.com/guide, which I'm putting in the chat right now. So come hop on, friends. Hi, Pam. What's going on, Pam? Pam, you can feel free to share these to your page if you like. No pressure though, only if you want to. Okay, another place you can go to for product information is isaproduct.com. They have nutritional facts there that are fabulous, and I actually want to order some of the company that we partnered with, Zija. So any of my current customers that are on, when you sign on to manage your orders or to place a one-time order, you will see that the Zija, Z-I-J-A, we have partnered with them. I believe that we took on their production, and so don't let that freak you out. Nothing really has changed. I believe that we took on their production, but they have some amazing products that are plant-based and all natural. With the one in particular that stands out to me is the moringa plant, which has been used forever in other countries, and so now the health benefits are fabulous. And so they have created teas, wonderful teas and juices and things that are great combined with your Isagenix stuff. So that partner company is really awesome. Okay. So also, hi Melissa, we love seeing you at church. We love being back at Red Church. So awesome. It was a really great message today, which kind of inspired me a little bit on my live tonight. So anyway, what's the other website I wanted to put here? Okay, isagenixhealth.net. You can go to and type in any issue, whether it's diabetes or blood sugar regulation, or you could type in inflammation, you could type in immune support, you can type in anything to that, and articles about that will come up to help you. You could type in weight loss. That's a big one, right? That's usually why people come in, although that's not the only thing that we do. Shocking, right? Okay. So I'm so glad there's people here. If you're here and you haven't said hi, say hi. I love to always know who I'm talking to because that's always way more fun. Okay, so I started nutritional cleansing about, let's see. Do you want a different video? You want something different?
Yes.
Okay. Let's look. Which one? Sorry, guys.
That one.
Which one? What picture? The bunny?
That one, bunny.
Okay. Hold on. There we go. So about a year ago, so I had my daughter in 2018, and my husband deployed 3 months after that. And so I was basically left with an infant and managed to lose about 40-ish pounds, 45-ish pounds on my own without any type of system or anything guiding me. And I did that in probably about, I don't know, maybe 7 months-ish, 8 months. So something around there. So that was really helpful. I reached my pre-baby weight, which was 145. And although I told everybody it was 140, so don't say anything, but I actually looked different. My body just looked different, and I was the same weight, and it was very frustrating. But my body looked different, and I wasn't happy with it. I didn't feel attractive. I didn't feel good about myself. I had body image issues my entire life, and so I really knew there was a healthy way to do things and an unhealthy way to do things. And so I was bound and determined to find something that was healthy and good for me. And so I had been on the fence for a long time about nutritional cleansing and had been approached numerous times by a friend of mine who I know and trust, Janine Delaney. And I just thought, oh, this is another one of those things people are selling. This, this is a fad. This is, nothing. I did not know that they had been around for almost 20 years. I did not know that there were scientists of, sorry guys, hold on 1 second. My kid is spilling her smoothie on her shake, her after dinner treat on the carpet. I did not know that this company had basically, perfected intermittent fasting. Hey, Jen. Intermittent fasting, they perfected it. They had it down to a science. So I didn't know any of that. And I put this off for a really long time. And I said, okay, here I am at 145. I've lost all this weight by myself. I don't feel like I look the same. My body looks different. This must just be mom bod. I don't know how these women on Pinterest do it, with abs and 3 kids, right? So I said, what in the world? Like, what am I doing wrong? Everything at 33, everything I was doing at 33 that I did when I was 23 was not working. It was completely off the table. So I said, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is I return it. And so there you go. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. So before that, I had definitely plateaued. My body was changing. I had definitely plateaued. I could not shake the last 10 pounds, couldn't do it. So I thought, if I can get to around, under 130, under 140, if I could get under 140, anything under 140, I'll be happy. And so a lot of people would be like, oh my gosh, 145 is not heavy, blah, blah, blah. But I just felt like I didn't look like I wanted to look or feel the way I wanted to feel. So that being said, I gave it a try. I tried it. I came in with the value pack, which is one of our larger 30-day systems. And I'm so glad I did, because me personally, I'm an options girl. I like options. I like to know exactly what is out there, what they do, all of that fun stuff. So for me, I just really wanted to go in hard. I was done. Trying to do all these other things and failing. And so that was it. I was on vacation, not this past June, but the June before. And I said to my husband, I'm calling Janine when we get home, and I'm signing up and I'm doing it. And I don't really care how much it cost. And so he was like, okay, babe, whatever you want. Hey, Lisa, or Melissa. I just learned your name is Melissa. And I thought you were Lisa. And I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. So, hi, Melissa. That was pretty much where I was. And I started it within the first probably 4 days. My body completely detoxed, and that's okay. I just feel bad. I keep saying, hey, Lisa, and that's not your name. Within the first 4 days, I could feel my body detoxing. By day 5, I was working out better. I felt like I was getting more from my day. I was getting more accomplished. I had no desire to take a nap when the baby took a nap. I was sleeping amazing. I shrunk. I literally shrunk. I lost within the first 10 days, I lost 7 pounds in 10 days. And it wasn't unhealthy. Like I was eating, like I was eating, like there was no, I'm hungry. Like there was none of that, which I had done before. And so it really wasn't a matter of, will it work? My hesitation was, oh my gosh, this is so much money. And 2, I don't know if I'm going to like it, because you can do anything and it be effective and absolutely hate it. Right. So, I loved it, clearly, because here I am over a year later. And the other thing I thought was, well, I'll just do it for 30 days and then I'm not buying this stuff anymore. I'll just cancel it. Right. That happened. No, it didn't. So I honestly stuck with it. So the main reason I came in was to shed some extra weight from having a baby. Hey, Pam. And so that was really the thing. And I wanted my body to look different. I didn't feel attractive. I didn't feel sexy. That was, I mean, I just wanted to feel good in my skin. And that was why I came in. That was like the big reason, right? So a lot of people just come in for weight loss. So 3 reasons why I stayed. It was hard to narrow it down to 3. But 3 reasons why I stayed is it is freaking easy, you guys. Like this is easy to follow. Easy. I mean, I don't know anybody that wants to count or weigh stuff or, I mean, macros, micros, carbs, protein. I don't care. I don't want to worry about that. It's ridiculous. So, I don't want to have to look at labels for every single meal. That's okay, Pam, no worries. I don't want to have to look at, count calories. I don't want to have to, do craziness. So I didn't want to do that. So it's easy. So easy and convenient. And the second thing, well, actually the first thing is probably that it tastes good. And I didn't really actually like the taste of our product until probably a week in. And that's because my body was toxic. So the first time I drank a shake, I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I just spent all this money on shakes that I hate. And I was like, whatever, I'm doing it. I don't care what it is. After my body detoxed in those first 3 days, I hadn't even done a cleanse day yet. I was in love. I was like, I cannot believe that toxicity affects how things taste. That was mind-blowing to me. So, tastes good, easy, convenient, right? And then my last one is that, what was my last one? I forgot. Easy, convenient, tastes really good. And, it took away, so having this system, and it's structured, essentially, is the third reason. When something's really, for those of you who don't know, I have a mental health background. I'm a marriage and family therapist. And so I always talk to parents about having structure in their relationships, specifically with their children, and what that does to their little brains and how that is important in building trust, in keeping trust and in keeping boundaries and having structure and routine. So I never thought of applying that lesson to food. Never even crossed my mind. Just never did. And so the structure is there because you get schedules for everything. You get a food list. I mean, it's so structured and the fact that it's structured probably makes it easy to follow, right? So, and what the structure did for me essentially was it took away the guilt I felt and the shame I felt when I ate something that I knew I shouldn't be eating, like pizza with extra cheese and pepperoni, or a large, one of those big containers from Sweet Frog of frozen yogurt with all the toppings. And I'm talking not like the fruit toppings. I'm talking like the sprinkles and the brownies and the Kit Kats and all that stuff. So do I eat that stuff every day? No. I didn't necessarily eat it every day either, but I absolutely had a sweet tooth. And I honestly think that I was a sugar addict. I think I was addicted to sugar, to processed sugar, because hey Marion, when I did my first cleanse day, and I got to be about this time, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I did not have a craving for ice cream, cookies, donuts, or anything. Hey, Jacinia, I was like, holy crow, like I cannot believe that I don't have a sweet tooth. It's because my body detoxed. And so I was like, do people know about this? Like, people have to know about this. Like, we are living toxic. We're living toxic. And that's when the light bulb went off and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I'm not saying I don't have cheeseburgers and pizza or French fries, because they're some of my favorite foods. I'm just saying that now I have a system that is structured, right? Because the brain functions better when they're structured. We teach this to kids all the time. When that application is put to food, it's a game changer, and it absolutely changed the game for me. And so, like last night, perfect example. My husband came home from Kroger with 2 packages of Oreos. Could have killed him. But because I knew I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for sugar. I just am. And the time before that, he came home with what is it called? It's brown butter bourbon truffle ice cream, which is the most delicious ice cream that Kroger Private Select makes, by the way. And what did I do last night? I'm not going to lie to you, friends. I sat with a package of Oreos, a glass of milk, and a pint of brown butter bourbon ice cream, truffle ice cream. That's what I was doing last night. And so, of course, legitimately 5 to 8 minutes, not even, probably 3 to 5 minutes after consuming said Oreos, said milk, and ice cream, I felt like I was this big around. Like this big around. I felt as big as I did as when I was pregnant. Crazy. So honestly, I said, why did I do that? It tasted delicious. It was so stinking good, you guys. I can't even tell you. But almost immediately after that, my body was like, what in the sweet baby Jesus did you just do? And here's the crazy part. I was so full and so bloated. My brain was like, do that again. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, what else? Literally the thought went through my mind, what else do we have? Should I make cookies? These are the things going through my mind. I was that girl that took cake batter, the dry cake mix. I always had a thing of dry cake mix in my house, a thing of the Betty Crocker icing, and I would make cake in a cup. I would add milk, put a dollop of icing in it, put it in the microwave, and I would have cake. Did it all the time. And that would set me off. And then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll just whip up some cookies real quick. Maybe I'll just do this real quick. Like, the brain and the body were telling me such different things. And so I said, I need to drink 8 ounces of water and go to bed. That's what I need to do. So I woke up this morning, of course, still feeling like crap, and decided to do a partial cleanse day because I knew that's what my body needed. I knew that's what it needed. So probably by right around after church, probably I'd say like 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, I started to feel normal because I was putting solid nutrients in my body. I was nourishing my insides with our Cleanse for Life. And I was restricting my calorie intake because my body, my digestive system was working overtime from all the dairy that I had just put in it and all the processed sugar I had just put in it. Hey, Sandy. So I did my cleanse day today. I didn't do a full cleanse day because Mondays are my full cleanse day, but I did want to give my body that reset it needed today. So I did have a shake for dinner and I put my Tri-Release protein in it. And I feel so much better. And I'm going to drink my water and I'm going to go to bed early because one thing I learned about myself is that if you do it one night, you're going to want to do it the next night. So that's why I'm doing my live a little bit early today. So 3 reasons why I stayed. Number 1, tastes great now that I'm not toxic. And 2, it is easy and convenient. And 3, it is structured. So after I did all that, did I feel like crap? Yes. Did I feel guilty and ashamed? Absolutely not. Whereas a year and a half ago, before nutritional cleansing, I would have 100% felt guilt and shame based on what I just ate. And I think as women, we do this. And if there's any men out there, I'm sure you guys, maybe you guys do this too, but I know for sure, I can speak for probably 80% of the women I know, when you eat something you shouldn't eat and you do it in excess and you do it multiple times a week, at least for me, you start to feel guilty and ashamed that you did that. And I think we might even put anger in there and frustration in there because you know you're not supposed to do it, but you do it anyway. Or you feel like, oh, I'm not strong enough to say no. Why can I say no to, you know, the M&Ms or the Hershey Kisses or, you know, whatever. It's guilt and shame. And food was, it to me, in my mind, when I did that, even when I went out to a restaurant for a special occasion, before nutritional cleansing, I would feel, even if it was my birthday, I would feel awful about having a cheat night. Terrible. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. All I'm saying is that piece, that emotional piece, nobody should feel guilt for eating a piece of cake. Come on. No, it shouldn't be that way. And maybe as women, that's what we do. But when you have a system that you can rely on, excuse my language, sure shit and steadfast system that you can rely on, that is structured and that is proven by science and that is backed by science and it has research behind it and has doctors and nutritionists that help create the product. I mean, hello, that's like a big deal. So this is all stuff that I learned after, but I'm sharing it because it's important. So if you're on the fence, maybe my story relates to you, maybe it doesn't, and that's fine. But for me, I think number 3 was probably the biggest pro, other than the fact that I didn't feel ashamed, I didn't feel guilty. I felt it's a feeling of control. Like I control this part of my life. This part of my life does not control me. And so that's a really, really big deal. Like a really big deal. Because I know I'm not the only person that probably feels like controlled by food. I can't possibly be the only person that feels that way. It's just, I can't. So, if anyone has any questions or like any of my customers that are watching that like want to chime in, like feel free, guys. But those are my top 3 reasons why I stayed. Now, and I didn't include this in the description for this live, but one of the things I wanted to create, one of the things I've always wanted to do is motivate and empower and support other people, not necessarily just women, in achieving wellness of some kind. This is why I went into the mental health field, to help people achieve and or solve some type of problem. And so did I think getting my marriage and family therapist license that I would be nutritionally coaching to do that? No, never crossed my mind. But if the emotional piece that happened for me could happen for somebody else, then I have 100% done my job. It's really that simple. I have 100% done my job. And that's why I started sharing. I started sharing because I felt connected to the product. I felt a physical and emotional something move in me. Obviously physical, because now I'm, what do I sit at? 135, 134, whatever. And so, you know, I honestly just wanted that, to do that for somebody else. So, and I have people, and I post the text messages sometimes to Facebook, you know, my customers that text me and say, oh my gosh, everyone is asking me what I'm doing. Everyone is saying how much energy I have. Everyone is commenting on, you know, how much weight I've lost, or Some people have skin transformations where their skin clears up. I mean, it's amazing. You have no idea what a cleanse and solid nutrition will do for you. And I'm not going to go into the product line tonight because I've done that in other lives, and I probably will do that on Thursday. But the point is that there is no, and if you find something else that does this for you, then that's great. I mean, I fully support that. For me, this is what did it for me. I hadn't really tried other systems before, like I said. I know that there are other systems out there. There are other health and wellness companies out there that might do the same thing. But that's not what I tried. This is what I tried. And this is where my story is. And so I honestly, truly, 100% from the bottom of my heart, am just looking to help people achieve well-being. My kid's throwing stuff. Achieve well-being. And so if you get the information and it's not a fit for you, then that's fine. And you don't have to start where I started. Not everybody wants to start really big. That doesn't feel exciting to them. To me, that feels exciting. Some people want to start small, and that's fine too. And if you're excited by that, let's do that, because I want people to feel good about what they purchase. I want people to feel good about what they're putting in their body. I never want anyone to feel like they were pressured into something that they didn't want. That's not my intention at all. So, for people that are afraid that I'm a pushy salesperson, I'm not. I'm really, really not. It's just not me. My job is simply to show you the options based on your goals, your lifestyle, and your budget. Those are the three things I need to know from you: goals, lifestyle, budget. So that's what I have tonight, guys. That's it. Just my story. Just little old me telling my story. And I hope that it resonated with someone. Feel free to click the links. Feel free to take the quiz. Taking the quiz does not mean you're going to purchase. Taking the quiz just means you're interested in figuring out where to start based on what you are already doing or not doing. So it's super, super fun. Even just, I go on and take the quiz sometimes. I'm like, oh, what pack should I get next month? And I go in and take the quiz. So it's fun to do that. But even if you are a current customer and you have people asking you, but you have not started sharing yet, I highly encourage it. You have no idea who you could bless or touch in a positive way with this system, because I did not. And the pay ain't bad either. So that's all, guys. I am wishing everyone a wonderful Sunday. Feel free to share this video. And I do post these to YouTube. So this is Isamom signing off. And I hope that everyone has a fabulous, fabulous week. I'll check in on Thursday. Bye, guys.